Welcome back, fight fans. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the UFC 311 main event, Islam Makhachev vs Renato Moicano. It was a fight full of storylines, challenges, and a dominant display of skill by the lightweight champion, Islam Makhachev. Let's break it all down. First, let's talk about how this fight came to be. Originally, Islam Makhachev was set to defend his lightweight belt in a highly anticipated rematch against Arman Tsarukyan. That matchup had fans buzzing. We all remember their first fight back in 2019 when Makhachev outgrappled a young Tsarukyan. But the day before the event, disaster struck. Tsarukyan was forced to pull out due to an injury, leaving the UFC scrambling for a replacement. And stepping up on just 24 hours' notice was Renato Moicano. Now, Moicano is no stranger to taking risks. He's a seasoned veteran, with a well-rounded skill set and a reputation for being game no matter the opponent. But let's be real, facing Islam Makhachev on short notice is one of the toughest challenges in all of MMA. Fast forward to fight night. The atmosphere inside the Intuit Dome was electric. The fans knew they were witnessing history, whether it was a dominant title defense by Makhachev or a Cinderella story from Moicano. You could feel the tension during the walkouts. Makhachev, calm and composed, walked out to his signature Dagestani music, flanked by his team, including the legendary Khabib Nurmagomedov. On the other hand, Moicano was all energy, looking ready to embrace the moment despite the overwhelming odds. Now, let's break down what happened inside the octagon. As soon as the fight started, it was clear that Makhachev had a game plan: impose his will early and not give Moicano any room to find his rhythm. Islam immediately took the center of the cage, applying pressure with calculated feints and precise footwork. Moicano, to his credit, looked sharp in the opening exchanges. He landed a couple of solid jabs and even threw a sharp leg kick. But Islam's timing was impeccable. At just under 2 minutes into the first round, Makhachev shot for a lightning-fast takedown and secured it with ease. This is where the fight took a definitive turn. Makhachev's grappling is on another level, and it showed. Once on the ground, he passed Moicano's guard like butter and established dominant control. Moicano tried to defend, but Islam's pressure was relentless. With about a minute left in the round, Makhachev went for the finish. He transitioned to a Darce choke, one of the most dangerous submissions in his arsenal. The technique was flawless. He locked it in tight, cutting off Moicano's blood flow. Moicano had no choice but to tap at 4:05 of round 1. It was clinical. It was dominant. It was Islam Makhachev at his absolute best. So, what makes Makhachev so dominant? Let's break it down. First, there's his wrestling. Coming from the famed Dagestani system, Makhachev has spent his entire life mastering the art of control. His takedowns are seamless, and his ability to pass guard is second to none. Then, there's his submission game. That Darce choke he pulled off. That's a testament to his adaptability. Whether it's arm triangles, chimeras, or rear naked chokes, Makhachev has every tool in his submission arsenal. Finally, his fight IQ is off the charts. Against Moicano, he knew he didn't need to take unnecessary risks on the feet. He saw an opening, took the fight to the ground, and finished it with precision. Now, let's not forget Renato Moicano's effort in this fight. Taking on a champion like Makhachev with just 24 hours' notice is a tall order for anyone. Moicano showed heart and courage just by stepping into the octagon. And for the brief time he was on his feet, he looked sharp. This loss doesn't diminish his skills or his potential in the lightweight division. If anything, it shows his willingness to step up when the UFC needs him most. This win is huge for Makhachev. It's his 4th successful title defense, which further cements his legacy as one of the greatest lightweights of all time. But what's next for him? With Arman Tsarukyan still in the mix and other top contenders like Charles Oliveira and Dustin Poirier waiting in the wings, the lightweight division is as stacked as ever. And let's not forget the growing chatter about Makhachev potentially moving up to welterweight for a super fight. Could he become a double champion? Only time will tell. For Moicano, this is a learning experience. He's still a top-tier fighter and has plenty of exciting matchups ahead. A fight against someone like Dan Hooker or Jalen Turner could be a great way for him to bounce back. The key takeaway for Moicano: keep building on his skill set and maybe avoid short-notice fights against monsters like Makhachev. UFC 311's main event was a perfect showcase of why Islam Makhachev is the king of the lightweight division. His dominance, technique, and composure make him a nightmare matchup for anyone. And let's give credit to Renato Moicano. Stepping up on short notice against the champ takes guts, and he earned the respect of fans around the world. What did you think of the fight? Was it another day at the office for Makhachev, or did you expect more resistance from Moicano? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, fight fans. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our fight breakdowns. Until next time, stay sharp and enjoy the fights.